Good afternoon, my name is Pat Parker. I'm an account manager with Norton Abrasives. We're outside of Denver, Colorado. I'm with Luke with Limitless Hardwood floors. We have brought to market a product last year in 2019, our Blaze Plus product, which is a little bit different ceramic grain than our original Blaze. One of the things we did with this product is we put a high heat adhesive on the hook and loop. Because of the amount of heat that the Spider produces, we had to be very careful with not delaminating the hook and loop. But this product is going to be really aggressive on your coarse grits on a pre-finished floor, and the product's going to be able to last a significant longer than say an average hook and loop disc. So excited about Blaze Plus and what it's going to bring to the market for a flooring contractor, and the ability to sand those really difficult jobs faster at a coarse grit, and then use the Spider through on out the 50 and 80 grit.
Just excited to finally use it. Yeah.
It's going to be a game changer because of the type of product it is. It's still a 100% ceramic grain product, which is going to allow for a very aggressive cut, but again, as a very consistent cut, and it's still achieving a very fine scratch pattern.
Because what is a 36 worth if you can't follow it up with 50? Is it really 36 grit? We have to be able to follow it up and progress grits and still get our scratches out. So I love how effective this stuff is thus far, and I can't wait to use it on the Spider.
So that's a 36 grit Blaze, and that is not a lot of scratch. For an opening first cut, that is not a lot of scratch. And then here, we obviously picked up one of the hitchhikers right here. So this is something that the grit sequencing is super important, because that deeper scratch, and this is what we saw in all of the other papers out there, is that most of the scratch pattern would look like this, but then it would have rogue scratches in there, because as the mixed mineral stuff broke down differently than the Blaze or the red heat, you would get those scratches. The 50 grit scratch might not get that. The 50 grit cut might not get that hitchhiker out of there. We didn't clean this appropriately. Like I say, so that's a rough cut. That's, I mean, 36 grit, that's impressive to me. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit.
And we talk about, the application for pre-finished floors, and it certainly can be used on a standard, unfinished install or a sanded finish. But we want to target the pre-finished flooring, because we all know how difficult the aluminum oxide finish is to get off the pre-finished floor, as well as we're not going to generate the heat that we were before, and this will help dissipate that. One of the things that we're constantly working on at Norton is, bringing new product to the market. We saw a need throughout the market for all sizes of interface pads from 5-inch to 8-inch, as we're talking about, the multi-head market.
What is this interface best used for? For the orange Blaze or the mesh power?
You got an interface pad in any part of the process, unless you're going to steel. And so it's going to obviously give you a little bit of extra cushion. It's going to be a little more softer, aggressive, as we call it.
So what you're saying is just flat out, it's compatible and it's nice.
Absolutely.
It's hook and loop.
It's hook and loop.
Yeah.
Because it's hot. I mean, it's physically hot to the touch.
Yeah.
And that's where the pads just help process that heat so much better.